Hey, welcome back to another Reality Skewed Gamers special stream edition. Oh, they just keep putting out information and we keep knocking it out of the park. That's what we do here, Dr. Finn.
Well, we play in a smaller park.
Well, so what are we doing today?
They don't
Finn?
let us in the big parks.
Yeah, I know. What are we doing today, Finn?
We are discussing the road ahead.
Well, Yeah.
So they told us that they were going to do better communication and they were going to start putting out more information. And they do the roads ahead pretty regularly, like once a month. And now we are looking for the official one. And we were hoping for it yesterday, but it didn't drop during the stream. So instead, it came after the stream. But like always, being your official, unofficial Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes live streamers, we are here to go through the post with you.
That's right. So we're going to do that, discuss it for about an hour and a half, and then we'll go into our Battlefront, do some Battlefront for you guys tonight, and then we are going to lead right into the Nerf Herder stream, which will be tonight at 10:30 Eastern time, then?
I believe so.
Right.
Yes.
And then tomorrow we got the lunch stream, as we always do, from 12 to 1, right?
Yes.
And then tomorrow evening we have what are they calling it? The goddesses of what?
I think gamer goddesses. I believe
the gamer goddesses. Is that what they're
we'll
calling?
get the information for Team Money and then put up an event for everyone.
All right. So we got that. So the crew should be on here as they come. It's usually about the time of the day that they're trying to get their work done and stuff. So Finn, can you add True and Vince Ellie onto this call too, as well as Tits and Grande and them? I know Grande was on. He was just on here a brief moment ago being retarded, because that's what Grande does. I don't know what he was singing, but I was about to mute his monkey butt. Why is Silo calling us?
He got dropped from the call somehow. I'll add him.
Jesus.
Oh, I got it.
And Finn will not be here through the whole thing because he scheduled this event at this time and then realized he has a dinner meeting. Oh, Finn. So that's
how I roll.
So let's go through this. I'm going to be the reader for today's information, since we don't have any Grande or Tits or Lions and Bears or breakfast cereals or anything here to do it. So, but everybody, hey, what up, Beardfit? Let's do shout outs. Let's see. There's Grim's there. You want to invite Grim? Let's see. Let's get Grim in here. Hey, Vito Anto. Molly's here. KP67's Bearded Fett. What's up, Bearded Fett? Sanely Red. So we got some people in the chat. Just shout real quick. Excuse me, my allergies are kicking my butt. Just took a shower to see if I could kind of help relieve some of the pressure off my face, but it's not helping. So if I sound a little congested, I apologize. Let me take a drink of something, and then I'll read through this, and then we'll.
You know what may help? Going face first into the floor.
You know, you would think it did, but all it did is give me more bloody boogers. I don't like bloody boogers, Finn.
I think we need to see it again in order to make our decision.
Hey, you can go listen to it whenever you like. It's there for your listening pleasure. All right. So from CG Carey, my girl. Hello, Holotable Heroes. It's been a busy start to 20. Should I do this in Harry Carey's voice? Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another roundtable. We've got a great show for you lined up. Joining us all the way from San Diego, California, is the one and only CG Carey. Hi, what's the CG stand for? Clown get up? I don't get it. I don't understand. It's been a busy start to 2018 here at Capitol, working on the sixth. Who is that in the background?
Xylo, dude.
Xylo, I'm going to punch you in your knuckles.
How dare you interrupt Harry Carey?
My fault, yeah.
Damn it. We're trying to be not professional here. All right, let's try this again. Hi, everybody. We've got a lot of stuff to cover today. We've got Sith and Tyrannosaurus Rexes, and we'll talk about the upcoming MLB season. Right, Finn?
Right.
That's right. But first, I want to discuss the Ebola virus. Hey, Finn, have you ever had the Ebola virus?
Once.
Oh.
It wasn't pleasant.
Well, that sounds horrible. I hope I never get it. Other than the Tourette's I have, it's a horrible disease. I think it eats your spine or something. I'm not a doctor or a professional, but I've heard rumors.
Oh, it's really bad. I died from it.
Oh, Grimm's here. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Sean Dunston. Here's a soft floater to center field. McReynolds has it. One away here in the bottom of the third inning. Comes down 3-0 to the Atlanta Braves. This show's being brought to you today by Budweiser. Budweiser, the king of beer. Why have 2 when you can have 20 like me? Budweiser. All right, let's get serious. Let's see. So, it's been a busy start to 2018 here at Capitol, working on the Sith Triumphant Raid and quality of life updates. In the context of both of these releases, we have identified some additional items we want to clarify both on the communication and quality of life front, as well as our mapping of the road ahead for what's to come. Communication moving forward. One of the widest communications that we put out outside of the in-game newsletter is the road ahead blog like this one, which will almost always fall in the first couple of weeks of a quarter every 3 months, and will be posted to both our website and forums. We will add additional road aheads as needed, but the idea is that they map out the next few months in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. We're also going to be hosting a live Q&A in our forums on Friday, April 6th, 12 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 7 p.m. I don't know what UTC is. Something Central? I think that's European time.
Universal time code.
So it's all Greek to me. Yeah. After our previous Q&A, we answered over 60 questions from the community and have posted these responses in the forums here. We are also partnering with our Game Changer and beta groups to ensure we are maximizing those programs. If you are interested in joining either program, we will be providing information on how to do that in our forums. Quality of life ongoing changes. Every client update, major game updates that require a new download from your respective mobile app store, we set aside a certain portion of time to devote to quality of life changes and bugs fixes. This past February, we released our quality of life client update, but we have been making quality of life changes throughout the past month. Specifically in response to recent community sentiment, we have made changes to the upper limit of territory war requirements, a change to refreshing arena opponents, and added some additional features to our upcoming TU12 client update intended to launch inside of this quarter. Anything that sticks out to you guys so far?
No, I'm good.
I'm good so far.
Yeah. Too, oh, great. Grande's back.
Grande's internet. My phone decided to crap out on me, and so I had to restart my phone.
Well, quit stealing Wi-Fi, and this won't happen.
Find
a better spot, damn it, Grande.
I did. I drove from out in the middle of nowhere, and now I'm sitting next to some park.
Oh, okay. Is it a nice park with like little seesaws and everything?
No, it has a lot of swing sets.
Finn, let's get there.
Field.
Okay.
I think Grande's going to get arrested for creeping on kids.
I know. They're going to be like,
there's no kids here right now. Just a bunch of pigeons.
Oh, good. You scared them all away already.
Okay. Keep an eye out for chickens. You never know when they're going to pop up, Grande.
There's probably about 50 pigeons sitting in the parking lot.
Okay.
And sitting in the playground.
Okay. So let's continue. Upcoming content. And they got a big picture of Boss there. There he is. Boss. The Trandoshan bounty hunter. In anticipation of the upcoming movie Solo, a Star Wars story, we are revisiting the bounty hunter faction this month inside the game. The bounty hunters are getting a new mechanic called contracts, and the interplay between the different contracts and different makeup of the bounty hunter squads are going to revitalize their gameplay inside Galaxy of Heroes. Alongside the rework of some of the existing characters, we will also be introducing the Trandoshan Boss, one of the most feared bounty hunters in the galaxy. Boss uses his natural Trandoshan hunting instincts to hunt down and capture his targets, and then he eats them. No, he doesn't do that.
I didn't know he was Geonosian.
He's not Geonosian, he's Trandoshan, you dingleberry.
Oh, okay.
How did you get Geonosian from that? You dyslexic bastard.
I was always waiting for a fifth Geonosian.
No, that's wrong, Grande. Just go play with your toys. Sit there and go on the swing set. Damn it, Grande. After the bounty hunters, we're going to be in full on solo mode in quotations. We will start by releasing, you guessed it, another Han Solo. We've seen the memes. And pairing him with the movie's Chewbacca as the first of a number of characters from the upcoming movie. So we're getting the new boss. We're getting a new rework of the Bounty Hunters with contract thing. And we're getting another Han Solo and another Chewbacca. Damn it, Grande.
So it's Star Wars Galaxy of Solos.
I mean, at this point with 5, we've got our own faction of solos.
We had it in the lunch stream earlier. I think I can't remember who it was, so I don't want to attribute it to the wrong person. But someone said there's now 5 Hans, 3 Chewies, and not a single Millennium Falcon.
And a partridge in a pear tree. Yeah, and
well,
that is a travesty.
OG Chewie either.
Not one of these pairings has a damn Millennium Falcon to their name. What in the wide world of sports is it going on?
And the new one's probably going to have Lando, so it's just not going to matter there.
Well,
young Lando's going to pilot.
Well, at least it'll be stocked with smooth Colt malt liquor.
And we still don't have Jango Fett.
I don't.
The daddy of the clones, and we still don't have Revan, and we still don't have Darth Bane.
Oh, you had to mention Revan. Me and Cubs are going to be going out of here in a debate. I mean, for some reason, Cubs put Revan as the top 10.
Like Mothma ahead.
I know. Me and Cubs are going to go at it. I plan on decimating Cubs. Cubs is like a brother to me, and I love him, but he's got to go down. I mean, you don't take our Lord and Savior and put him at 10.
Where was C-3PO on that list of theirs?
Was C-3PO on there? I remember.
Nope, no C-3PO.
I just saw where Revan was and then saw Mon Mothma after, and Cubs going, I just don't get the hype. Oh, my young Padawan.
C-3PO, who last time I checked, has C-3PO been in every major production movie?
Every movie.
Him and R2-D2.
Okay. Has C-3PO had talking lines in every movie?
Mm-hmm.
Except Rogue One, actually, now I think about it.
No, he said something in Rogue One like, why are they going there?
Oh, yeah, you're right. There was that moment with the cameo with R2 and C-3PO.
Yep.
Yeah, stand there all, where are they going?
So
yeah, it was just like, hey, there's those two.
So C-3PO has been in 7 movies, if I'm not mistaken?
Mm-hmm.
All 9.
8 movies, and had speaking lines in 8 movies, and is not in the game. But yet, we're going to talk about
9 movies.
9 freaking
movies.
Many
dolphins died to bring us this information. I mean, don't get me wrong. Mon Mothma is an important character, and I liked what they did with her, fleshing her out a little bit more with Rebels, because she was one of the catalysts of the rebellion, her and Senator Bell Organa. But not compared to Revan. Oh, man.
So, I loved her in bad lip reading.
You could even do 2 C-3POs with that. You know, the episode 1 C-3PO when he had no armor or anything. You could do so many different things for more droids.
All right, so let's
3PO from episode 1. No, I get a feeling the reason why Han doesn't understand what the hype is behind Revan is he probably has never played Knights of the Old Republic or Knights of the Old Republic 2 or read any of the Revan novels.
Right.
Or played the Tor MMO.
The Old Republic MMORPG. I mean, what character has started a universe like that on his own? Not Mon Mothma.
Yeah. Anyways.
We're going to go at it. But let's talk about the bounty hunter stuff. I mean, new Han, new Chewie, Bosk. Bosk is an interesting. I like the choice of Bosk. We played him in Battlefront 2. He's a fun character to play. He's a well-known bounty hunter. Really interesting character. What do we think about the character reworks? New mechanic called contracts, and the different makeup of the bounty hunter squads. And
first thing I noticed real quick. They said that they were reworking all the original bounty hunters, but Cad Bane isn't getting a rework.
No Cad Bane and
or Zam
or Zam Wessel. They're reworking Greedo. They're reworking Dengar.
Yeah. IG-88 getting a rework. He's a bounty hunter.
Nope.
Okay.
Not getting a rework.
Okay.
So what? It's only Boba, Dengar, and Greedo. Is that the only ones they're reworking?
I think the one thing so I don't know exactly how it's going to work, but the whole contract thing that they mentioned, it sounds like they're going to do something along the same vein as Imperial Troopers and Phoenix, where they may all have an ability that's going to link through whatever this contract. It sounds like it's going to be maybe like a debuff or something, but whatever this contract's mechanic is, like each bounty hunter has some kind of ability that they can do, and they just synergize together. So it may be that Cad Bane and 88 and some of the other bounty hunters that aren't getting a rework itself are just adding. They're getting that additional ability, but it's not really considered a rework, right?
Real quick, guys. There's a couple people in chat there saying IG88 is getting the rework.
Oh,
yeah, he is. Just the only
says he is.
The only two that Grande said again, Zam and Cad Bane are the only two that aren't getting reworks.
Interesting.
Okay, so then they probably will still get something, I would imagine, with whatever to synergize with this whole contract mechanic.
Right.
Yeah.
They may not be like a full rework, but if they're doing something for all bounty hunters that's a new ability, then you can probably expect that they're getting that. But to what extent, we don't know. But
it would have been nice to see Cad Bane get a second special at least.
Maybe these contracts are kind of like personal leadership abilities. You know, because when you think about it, the bounty hunters, they did not work together. They worked solo.
Right. In one of the Q&As, what they said about the contracts is it's kind of what, Cubs and Arnold were elaborating on with, like Jabba the Hutt in that new video. And it's basically the contract is how you use a certain tune to, eliminate or, to get him to do a certain feature or kill a certain tune, and then you get that contract filled.
It reminds me of something I remember back in Star Wars Galaxies, the first MMORPG. You could be a bounty hunter, and the way you would go after bounties is you actually picked up their contract. And so you pick up their contract, and you had to find them. So you send out their signal and DNA and everything in the satellite. It gave you their location, and then you had to go track them down. You had to stalk them. You had to do all the stuff that you did as a bounty hunter. It'd be kind of cool if they did something along, even remotely.
What if
like
they
that.
made it so you could put a hit out on one of the opponents on your
I know.
team that you're
I would put a
facing,
hit
and
on
if you
Finn
kill him, you get
every
10 million
day.
credits.
Kill Finn
In my
every
eyes.
day.
10 million credits if you beat it.
Or it could be something like, at the start of the encounter, a random target on the opposing team gets a contract symbol over their head, where the bounty hunters on your team get special effects against that one target because they're under the contract.
What in my eyes, what it is it's basically just a new list of achievements specifically for the bounty hunter faction.
Could be, I don't know.
No, it's gonna be like a buff or a debuff, man.
Yeah.
Oh, they kind of touched on it a little bit more in the Q&A on the contract specifically with the Bosk video and Arnold. It's going to be, and what it sounds like, again, to me, if I could summarize it real quick for the viewers, like, again, it's a specific list of achievements for the bounty hunters, and you get certain rewards for it. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see.
Certain rewards for it? What,
yeah,
like
maybe even intro a new tune.
I killed CLS, so I get a free Carbonti, or
no? Maybe I wouldn't say yes or no particular, but it's what it sounds like is like, say you get Boba Fett to execute JTR in Arena or in Territory Wars or something like that. It's a spread faction of achievement list for the bounty hunters throughout the whole game. And also on top of that, remember how Vader used to be specifically unlockable in achievements until the game later developed? It'll be a kind of form like that to unlock maybe a newer tune in the future with the contracts that you can only exclusively get through contracts.
Oh, okay.
So that's a big way to look at it.
That's interesting.
On top of raid rewards, mods, whatever else they want to throw in their credits.
Body parts, chickens.
Chickens from Grande.
Grande, Star Wars Galaxy Heroes chickens. If you're a bounty hunter and you need to eat quick, Grande chickens.
Star Wars Galaxy of Hans is what it's going to be. Hello, my name is Chewbacca and Hans.
I know, Chewie. I wish
Boba
Grande
eats Wheaties.
I know, Chewie. I wish Grande would shut the hell up, too. I mean, just... All right, I'll tell him. Jesus. Chewie says he wants some chickens, Grande.
Okay.
He couldn't eat his pork, so he's upset. All right, so
let's pigeons today. No
okay. I can't repeat what he just said, Grande. So something about pigeons in your backside.
Where's Mike when you need a translator?
All right. Upcoming features. One of the biggest areas for improvement in Galaxy of Heroes is our social mechanics. From the literal social features to actual social interplay between players, we acknowledge that there's room to grow. Our upcoming TU12 update plans to tackle some of these head on. And while not all the features are aimed at the elder player base, we believe that the value provided by having a fresh influx of new players in-game will open up new opportunities for recruiting and competition in a way that we haven't seen before. Okay. One of the biggest features is the improvement to the in-game chat functionality. Chat at the moment operates like a bulletin board inside of a single guild. While it was our intention to make every member of the guild valuable with the addition of territory battles and territory wars, there's a downside to that value, which is that new friends and new accounts, until they're territory ready, can feel isolated from the rest of the game. It also makes it hard to find the person or conversation that you most want to have without resorting to a third-party service. Our additions to the chat will enable creating subrooms inside of your guild chat to split out the people talking about specific strategies or having officers-only chats inside the game. They will also allow direct messaging between two players, so people who want to be considered for a top guild can provide more information about why they should be included, and officers can communicate positions on the waiting list. Additionally, we will be adding a chat channel that extends to 500 players that exist either in the guild or the ally list of anyone invited. The idea is that while you may spend a lot of time strategizing with your guild, there are people in partner guilds or friends lists that would benefit from the availability of rooms like these. And with new things to do, come new rewards. Inside of the chat system, we will be introducing the first player vanity item, which will be players' set titles. Titles will be visible inside of chat and other social spaces where your guild is usually shown, and you can choose to keep your guild affiliation or choose from a number of unlockable titles to show off inside the game. What do we think about this? Grande, you talk to everybody, so this is just going to be more for you to follow.
Yeah, I'm just going to talk to even more people.
Yeah.
But, so, they're trying to, recreate Discord inside the game. I mean, we've seen global chats before. When I look at a game that has some kind of global chat, it goes so much I can't even keep track of what's going on. The other thing, too, is if you don't log on, it's probably only going to keep, the 50 messages. If you have a chat that types more than 50 messages an hour, which there are some chats that type more than 50 messages an hour, you're going to lose that information. You can't scroll back up and see it. So, good, cool, but I don't think we're going to see things like Discord, or we're going to see things like Line or other chat apps go away. Because of it, it's just not flexible enough for them to recreate the entire thing.
Well, let's see how they operate it. I mean, we'll see how the chat function works, but I think it's at least they're trying, right? You know, it could be very helpful. It'd be very helpful with people that you can't get a hold in your shard server that are sniping. Maybe you can send them a message like, "Hey, why don't you come join us in this Discord?" Or, "Hey, you don't want to do that, can you?" Blah blah blah, and they can say, "Well, F off," and you're like, "Oh, well, it's war." It's treason, then. So, anybody else on the additional chats and things of that nature?
I think it's a step in the right direction. While I do agree with Grande, it's going to, make looking on the past posted notes a little more difficult, but to be able to talk with more than just your guild and have an officer chat and stuff in game is a good thing for people that can't use Discord or don't have access to it because their phone won't run it and stuff like that,
That's true. I think it's just another option, and I think it's well overdue. I'm interested to see what they do with it, so I'm very pleased with it. And finally, ships. We've been working for some time now to revitalize ship content, i.e. introducing a PvE table, and to make some significant changes to the way the ship combat works. Our aim is to speed up the gameplay, make it a lot more dynamic, and get you more bang for your buck with ships. Much more to come on that. As always, we'll see you on the holo tables. Carrie Guskos? Gauskus? Gauskus? I don't know if it's Guskos or Gauskus. Senior producer.
How do you say that, Grande?
I'll probably mess it up.
He's like,
No,
gravy! No, that's wrong, Grande. It's not gravy.
That's an interest. I have no clue how to pronounce that one. But
Okay.
ship PvE, that's good. I'm looking forward to that.
I'm interested to see. I mean, I just got Gauntlet to 7 stars, so that ship's done. So really, I just have the hard node ships left. 5 stars to get them to 7 stars, which is, it is what it is, right? It's just a slow, methodical grind. But it's going to get to the point where they don't do something with ships soon. I'm not going to have anything to farm with ships, and I'm just not going to care. So I'm glad to see that they're doing something along the lines of not only addressing the PvP aspect of ships, but adding some PvE content. Mm-hmm. I like that. I don't know what it means. I mean,
for sure,
they're revitalizing the whole ship content, they say, and making significant changes to the way ship combat works. I just wish they had never linked characters to the ships. I've said it a million times, and I'll say it again. It just never worked, and I think it really pigeonholed them and put them in a corner to where it made it a lot harder to do ships. I'd like to see them if they said, "Hey, we're taking characters away from ships." I'd be like, "Thank the baby Jesus! I'm all for it."
Yeah, on that note too, with the PvE and them getting their own normal nodes and hard nodes for ships exclusively, I just wanted to also speculate, they might unlock the table and you might get the first 2 pages or page even, and it might be a way for them to start staggering in the ships that are missing in game for the tunes that we already have that should be crew members and should have their own ships, and it'll be a way for you to start farming new things too as well.
I'm curious, what do you think, Tits?
Is Tits in here?
Yeah.
Hey, she made it.
Hey, what up?
She saved lives. Now she's saving us from our insanity.
I've been listening, trying to catch up. I was reading back up because I missed the first part of it. The chat, I was just saying this in the chat, our chat, that I think the whole chat feature is because of the Marvel Strike Force game, to be honest, because it's like Marvel Strike Force has a global chat and an alliance chat, so it's kind of like, let's keep up with our competitors at least, if not outdo them with this whole channels and things like that. So I mean, it's kind of good. At least there's a motivator to keep adding cool things to the game. So I'm excited.
I'm sure they'll have filters where if you don't want to see world chat on, you can be like, nope.
Exactly. Yeah, you just don't go in it. But for a lot of people, I know even some people in my guild, that they have families, they have a lot of stuff going on. They
what
can't
does this
be checking
mean?
They can't be checking the game and Discord all the time, or they work a lot. So I think it's a good way to incorporate it, with every player, not just the hardcore that are on Discord 24 hours a day, but the casual player too. I think it's good. I think it's a good idea and a good addition.
I agree. So
what was the other thing?
Well, we had the introduction of not just that function, but the Bounty Hunter rework and the introduction of Bosk.
I'm so excited about the Bounty Hunters. I mean, just a whole new, new things to play with, new fun synergies and squad comps. I'm just excited about that stuff. I like it all. I love to see what people come up with.
I am looking forward to the theory crafting for new Bounty Hunters. It's going to be so fun.
It's just amazing to me how intelligent people can get with games like this, really coming up with new things. It's just fun to watch it play out.
What do you think about getting another Han Solo and Chewbacca?
Well, I mean, I'm not finished with the vets, so...
Listen here, Tits. You need to get on that. Me and Chewie can't wait forever for you.
I know. I'm finishing Death Trooper, and then it's nothing but vets. That's it. Hardcore.
Vets. Yes, Chewy, I'll tell Tits. Chewy's very disappointed that you haven't farmed him yet, Tits.
I know. It's gonna happen.
He said he wants a hug.
Patient. He can have a hug.
Okay.
I'd hug Chewy.
Mm-hmm. Be careful, he can rip your arms off.
No, he wouldn't do that.
No,
he can't even kill a porg.
I don't know. I think Chewbacca would be afraid of her.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm not scary at all. I don't know what you guys are thinking. I mean, in Battlefront 2, I'm like falling down pits and off of ledges.
If you haven't watched Tits playing Heroes yesterday, we're gonna do this. Now, you be able to play tonight, Tits, or was it tomorrow night you're gonna be able to play?
I might try to hop on a little bit tonight, but probably more likely tomorrow night during the chick stream. The chick stream.
Well, we'll be streaming before the chick stream, so that'll give you plenty of time to play the Battlefronts.
Yeah, I really like the heroes versus villains thing.
Yes, it was fun, and if you haven't watched the video, go back and watch it. Let me ask you this. So, they put out a top 15 list, Han and Arnold did, and Revan was number 10 of characters for the game to come in. And
number 10?
Yeah, and he said, and Han said, I mean, Mon Mothma was ahead of Revan.
Really?
Yeah, and he said he doesn't understand the hype. Tits, if you could speak to we're going to have a debate on this.
So I think the hype comes from if you are very invested in reading Star Wars legend and lore, that's where the hype comes from. Revan is just like the awesomeness. Like the whole Rule of Two was inspired by Revan.
No, that was Darth Bane.
But Bane got it from Revan's holocron.
That's true. He got some ideas from them. That's true.
So he was kind of like, that's where Bane became Bane, is from Revan's holocron teaching him things. So I don't know. I just think Revan is a really cool one, but I also love Bane too. So those two would be my two hype ones.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I mean, they had two games. You had two games spawned from his name. You had the books. You had the comics. The Old Republic evolves around the events surrounding Revan, and he's a part of the Old Republic MMORPG series. I mean, it's Revan, for God's sake. I don't know what to say anymore. It's number 10.
I mean, like, Mon Mothma is really cool. She's a very
important character. But compared to Revan,
character,
our Lord and Savior.
But yeah, in terms of fighting, like somebody you would want to see, just like a cool legend. What would it be? A legendary or a hero's journey? What would it be?
I think like it should be called Epic Awesomeness Raid.
I mean, could you imagine seeing that, like the cutscenes from Revan? It would be really cool.
Oh, Darth Vader said Bane was not on the list.
That's so sad. Because I think Bane is amazing.
Bane was not on the list?
So
really?
Cool. Like, can you imagine?
Not even that Revan's just Revan. Like, aside from all the facts about Revan, it's like that'll be the first tune that we get in game that's light and dark side. That should be hype enough.
Yeah, like there's so many ways to use. I mean, like really make that a crazy cool different character.
Yeah, you think R2-D2's diverse. You know, imagine the first light and dark side tune. Boom.
You know what would be cool about Darth Bane though? Like the graphics involved if they put him in like Orbalisk. You remember the Orbalisk, the mirrors like that were covering his body?
Yeah.
Like that would be super cool for like just visual.
Yeah, which vision of the Bane do we get? Do we get him with the armor or without the armor?
They're gonna be in full solo mode. Stop it.
Or both.
What the hell?
We're getting freaking bounty hunters, and then we're getting more solos, and then we're getting ships. They've already said what they're doing.
Grande.
I'd love all that stuff too. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, Tits.
I know a girl can hope, but I'm telling you, this girl right here knows what they're doing, and they're doing Bosk, Bounty Hunter Rework, solo, in-game chat, and ships. Okay.
Seriously, fatality.
What? What did he say?
What did he say?
My whole spiel, fatality V2 is saying she's reading from Wiki.
Oh, snap.
I'm driving actually.
That's right. So put that in your pipe and smoke it.
The one I want the most is XR Kun. So
XR Kun's a great one too. First use, I think he was the first user master of the double-bladed lightsaber, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. He created the fun fact for you young tits. The temples on Yavin 4. Those were created by XR Kun.
So is XR Kun before
Revan? Yeah, by about
Revan?
300 or 400 years.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
That would be cool. I haven't gotten any further back than Revan.
Yeah, there's a whole history. I've got a whole book about it. I could probably send it to you. It's an older book, but you would love it. It's actually sitting behind me on the shelf here of the history of the Jedi and the Sith. It goes all the way back for like 25,000 years and stuff like that. To the first schism and the original Sith. Because the original Sith didn't use lightsabers. They used swords. It was Sith alchemy that could block Jedi's lightsabers.
So cool. So much to learn. So I mean, like, you could literally just sit and read books after books after books.
It does not sound creepy when I say
learn.
young tits, Vito. Get out of here.
What?
He says it sounds creepy when Ranger says young tits.
Also, read up on Nagasato.
Yeah, that was another one.
Nagasato was amazing.
Tulak Horde. Oh.
Yes, Tulak Horde.
I had his armor in the Old Republic. It was a badass set. So bounty hunters. So it's just gonna be bounty hunters from the movies, from the Solo movie that they add into the game. I'm fine with, but we're getting boss. Do you think there's any other old timey bounty hunters you'd like to see added in as well?
Do you think they did boss because of Battlefront 2? Because of him being a character in Battlefront 2?
That makes sense. Yeah, but I'm glad he's in there because we've been saying his name forever.
Bosca's been around for forever. I mean, Bosca's in Force Arena.
Boss was in the original Battlefront game that they did, Battlefront 1. He was one of the characters you could use, and he was just a beast. Because every time you killed someone, you got health back. So you could never stop being boss if you played it right. You just ran around, and he had night vision. You could just, like the Predator heat signature, you just go around poning people and just, it was brutal. Those Deoxys, oh, God. Yeah, there's a lot of great names people put in the chat.
He did have a prominent, moment in the movies. Standing over, looking down on all the officers on the Star Destroyer when Vader was meeting with all the bounty hunters.
Mm-hmm. So you learn all kind of fun facts today, Tits.
Mm-hmm.
I won't say young Tits because Vito will think I'm being creepy.
I have to agree. It sounds a little bit creepy.
Well, then change your name from Tits. I can't say young McVenom.
I call her McVenom.
Yeah, a lot of people call me T McV or McVenom, or you can just say Tits. You don't have to say young Tits. That's the creep part.
No, it's not. It's not my fault you picked that name.
Before I got to know you a little bit better, I used to chuckle when I tried to say your name.
Everybody does.
I turned into a 12-year-old going Tits.
We have a couple people in my guild that are like the old school gentleman type, that just, they can't, even though it's funny, it's tongue in cheek, my name is silly, they can't bring themselves to say it. So they'll call me Stanny just because, but it's hilarious to me when people can't say it.
We should start calling her TM.
Soon, TM. No. All right, so and then we get to some questions if people have questions out there. I haven't been keeping track, so Finn kind of failed us. Finn kind of set us up here, set us up for this time and everything, and then was like, oh, I forgot I had a meeting, a dinner meeting.
Yeah, I watched all the new CG Q&As. There's 3, all just from today, and there's a lot of information.
I haven't watched any of the videos. I need to watch them all. I haven't done work.
Yeah, saving people's lives and stuff. So overall thoughts.
Yeah,
let's go around the corn
in the chat too.
Yeah, let's go around the corn and kind of give our overall assessment of this information. Start with you, young not tits, McVenom.
You can say old tits.
Young
No.
TM.
I think it's cool. I mean, so far, like I still needed to go back and read and watch some of the videos and stuff. But so far, I'm excited about all the stuff. I'm excited about the way they're communicating things, the things that they are releasing, the tweaks and quality of life upgrades, which is cool for a quality of life tweak to come outside of their normal quality of life cadence. You know what I'm saying? Like they just did one and now they're doing another one, which is really cool. So I'm excited. I think it's a thumbs up kind of thing.
Grande Frenchie Patron.
I like it. Keep going forward.
Mm-hmm.
Grim.
I think it's awesome. You know, keep it up. Keep doing what you're doing. You know, this is, yeah.
And Xylo.
Oh man, love it. Can't summarize it enough.
All right. So let's see if there's any questions. I have not been keeping track. I don't think anybody has of questions. Let me go all the way back to the top, and we'll see.
I got a few minutes. You want me to start reading the ones I see? I've got a little chat open.
No, you get home and be safe. I can do that.
All right. Good.
Question: how's Territory War this time, Ranger? Oh, it's going well. It's going to be another close match. I mean, it's just the way it is. From Vito Anto. KB67's kind of weird. It's Stanley Red. I'm guessing a separate Clone Wars Bounty Hunter rework with Jango in the future. Yeah, no Jango Fett mentioned in the Bounty Hunter reworks. Was that kind of shocking to you guys?
Not really.
Yeah, not really.
I could probably see him coming around when they do maybe the Separatist rework, because that was where he was the most predominant in lore and stuff.
Yeah.
That most people know about that haven't read comic books.
JP Too Easy said, question, can they make HK-47 a bounty hunter? Technically, he was never a bounty hunter. He's an assassin droid. He assassinated people. He never did bounties. So, no, I don't think HK-47 in his view of us as meatbags would ever qualify as a bounty hunter. He just assassinated people.
HK-47 himself wasn't a bounty hunter. There were HKs that were bounty hunters, but not 47.
I'm looking for question. Come Cover says GFC Grande Fried Chicken? Question mark. TM.
Hey, tell him to stop reading Wikipedia.
Let's see. I'm going through every single line to see if I can find anybody that had a question. No Mara Jade on that list either. Yeah, there's no Mara Jade on there. Grim says, anyone find it amazing when Tits nerds out on Star Wars lore? Yeah. According to
Fatality.
And she's reading
Love
from
it.
there.
We'll still have a lot to learn. I'm excited. I need suggestions on the next book. Like I just finished the Bane trilogy. What's the next thing I should read?
The Plagueis novel.
All right. I finished like Outbound Flight and Survivor's Quest.
Have you read Lords of the Sith?
I've done the Thrawn trilogy and Lords of the Sith.
We'll put that
I feel
on
like
there.
maybe I'll look back. What was the other one? The Plagueis?
Plagueis.
Okay.
Yep. Those are two ones you can read and you'll love them. Darth Hideous, am I the only one who thinks Vitiate needs to be a thing as well? Yeah, you could put Vitiate in there. Bimatsu, why don't y'all keep her name out of your mouth? Why don't you mind your own damn business, you spam lover?
He's so feisty.
I know.
I was very tempted to comment on that one, but this isn't the Saturday stream.
A word?
I just call her McVenom, and that works.
Young TM.
Stormforce question: what are your opinions on the dev blow up on the forums?
Oh, that's old news, man.
That's kind of old news. We kind of covered it, right?
Is there a new one? Or
yeah, was there a new one? Not that I'm aware of. I think he's talking about the one. Was it Rydigs?
A couple weeks back.
Yeah.
He made some poor comments.
Yeah, you know he's human. I mean, he can only take so much, and then.
Poor comments before. I've made poor comments before. I'm going to give the guy a break. Over it, to be honest.
Yeah, we all step on our crank once in a while. It happens. Here's a question from Adamtron. Question: how much longer do you think swgoh has? I mean, mobile games are very fad oriented. So, what you guys think? I think this one's going to last a while. If it's got the Star Wars name in it, it's got legs. What do you guys think?
It's got a pretty wide player base. I mean, you have what, 20, 30 people making videos on this game? I mean, go look at some other. I mean, how many people are making videos about Call of Duty?
Right.
You know, I mean, you know, you look at this game versus some other games that are still out there. There's not that many people making videos of them, so I feel like, you know, as long as you've got a big interest. I mean, I went and looked at Arnold's game, and I mean Arnold's video, and I mean the guy had like, you know, 4,000 people had already watched it in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So,
right.
You know, I feel like as long as you got people still playing, and you got people still putting money into it, and they continue to upgrade it and update it, you probably got, I don't know. I mean, how long? I mean, this could become like World of Warcraft, where people are playing it.
Yeah.
You know, 10 years from now, and you got people that took a 2-year break and come back and start playing it again.
Me and Grindy would be sitting around going, remember back in the day, Grindy, we didn't have protection?
Remember back when we had key cards?
Remember when we used to call her tits and not Miss McVenom?
That's right. Do you remember? Do you remember back when we had the training droid table and the credit table for energy? Back in my day, that's what we did. You remember back before guilds and back before raids?
We had to talk. We had to pretend we were talking to each other.
Do you remember back in my day, we had to use Discord to talk to each other? We couldn't just type in games.
Damn communists.
Back in my day, we didn't have boss that just one-shotted fools.
That's right.
Remember back in the day when we thought Eve Koth and Ugnaught would be good in the raid?
Remember back in the day when we all farmed East Coast out of Arena so we could unlock a Grandmaster Yoda and he sucked?
Language you will use, Grande. Shut up, you will.
All right, next question. Let's see here. I had it. Nick Moo 1 question: should I get KOTOR or KOTOR 2 or both? Get KOTOR the original. Play it. If you like it, then get KOTOR 2. If you don't, then don't make the investment. But play KOTOR and see if you like it. And then it's an older game. The graphic, it's just 12 years ago. So give it a shot. See what you think. The storyline is great. You got to get through it a little bit. But yeah.
If KOTOR can be around 12 years from now and be able to be available on mobile, I think this game might still be here 12 years from now. So we could have 10 years left in this game.
Yeah. Bearded Fett says, question, I saw a YouTuber interview CG and they said PvE for ships was coming. Thoughts? I think we kind of covered that already, didn't we?
Yeah, we like the idea of PvE for ships.
Yeah.
We've liked that idea for about a year and a half.
Actually, there was one question before that.
Was there? Did I miss one?
By Bearded Fett.
Which one?
He says, question, I saw a YouTuber interview CG.
That's what I just read that question.
Oh, sorry.
Damn it, Grim!
only Grande can screw up like that. Come on now.
That's right.
I'm trying to do too many things at one time, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, I am almost driving home, so I'm almost there. So I gotta hop off. But
all right.
I will maybe catch you on the game later tonight, or I will definitely definitely see you guys tomorrow night.
Yeah, we'll be streaming here in about an hour about Battlefront 2. Be getting in there doing some of them things there, tits.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Take care. Drive safely.
Bimatsu says 10 more years of Grande. Don't know if I can handle that. Word?
10 more years, baby. You got me. Bimatsu, you and I, we got 10 more years, buddy.
And that can of Spam behind me will still be edible. Clone Troop 211 question. With the release of Boss coming in a Bounty Hunter rework, Dengar getting an elite ability, for OT Bounty Hunters, would y'all like to see 4LOM and Zuckus come to the game?
That could be interesting.
I saw it, Addicts. Jesus, give me a moment. It just popped up. Good Lord.
Yeah. I'm good with whatever.
There's so many ways they can go. Well, let's see what they do, and then before we make any kind of statements or anything like that about who's in and who's not and everything. So there's a lot coming. So let's see what they do and see the state of the bounty hunters after they make all these changes and additions and things of that nature, and then we can kind of assess. I mean, the more characters we have in game, I think, is always a good thing, right? You can't go wrong. Adamtron question: what would your perfect version of this game be? That's a great question. Brandy, what do you think?
What would my perfect version of this game be?
Yes.
Of the ships mode, or what exactly?
It just of the game.
I don't know. I kind of like it pretty well how it is. Can't really. I mean, every time they make it. I mean, there's some characters that we've said that we wanted. There are some. There's some minor tweaks, some minor changes that we've said that we wanted, but I like it kind of how it is right now.
And we'll never be perfect to our Lord and Savior. Hallowed be His name. Lord Revan is in the game.
They're gonna make some little tweak with him, and you're gonna say it's not right and blow up and have a freaking Ranger rant.
And
they're gonna call it Lord Revan.
That's my damn job, Grande. Do not even mention Lord Revan's name in such a manner. That's how you get force choked.
Randy, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane.
I am. I'm staying in my lane. You stay in your lane. TM.
Okay.
When it comes to perfection, I think Kevin Flynn said it best. The thing about perfection is that it is unknowable, it's impossible, but it's also right in front of us all the time.
That's right.
So, it just keeps on getting better now.
Yeah, it's getting better, so we'll see. Bitterfit says, question, think we will see more bounty hunter ships with this? I think that's a good question. Do you think we're going to get more bounty hunter ships along with the ship reworks and stuff like that?
I hope so.
Be nice, right?
I'd really like to see IG-88's ship, the IG-2000, probably one of the coolest looking ships in the Star Wars universe.
Not a bad call. I just like to see some again, as I said, pull the characters away from the ships, just bring the ships in, and just,
give Emperor Palpatine the Eclipse.
That's right.
Superstar Destroyer, capital ship.
Disgusting as a fleet commander. That would be pretty cool. All right, so we'll do a couple more minutes of this. If you have a question, go ahead and get it in. I think we've kind of discussed this stream, so we'll do this and the stream here in a few minutes, and then we're going to go into Battlefront 2. I want a B-Wing Berry Fed. I don't want a damn Y-Wing. I want a damn B-Wing. I think that would be bad as
I have a question. They're saying they're doing stuff with the ships to change how the combat and stuff works.
Yeah.
And how, the revitalize the content. What if they might be doing what you were talking about? Get rid of the pilots and just give us the ships.
That means they're listening to me, and they should, for I am wise and knowledgeable.
Because, then maybe we'll be seeing, maybe all the TIEs, TIE bombers, TIE defenders and stuff like that, different types of X-wings and Y-wings, and
TIE interceptors, TIE bombers.
Maybe end up seeing the Executor or Leia's ship from Last Jedi. What was it, the Radis, I think, right?
Good call. Hey,
because then we'd be able to see a lot of different ships, and we wouldn't have to worry about the pilots.
Hey, Grande, I have a question. Do you think if CG listened to you and me more often, that they would just be perfect? They would be in a much better place.
They gotta listen to a bunch of different people, man.
Yeah, but me and you are awesome. I'll even throw Dr. Finn and Tits in there, but mainly you and me.
I mean, I'm glad they take we're not perfect though. I'm glad they take a lot of people's thoughts into consideration. A lot of the people on RSG are great. The thing is that typically if you've got more of a larger group of people's ideas and you get people from different perspectives, and I mean that by like players that have played a bunch of games, players that are playing this current game, players that are playing at a high level, a medium level, and a little bit lower level, which we have on RSG, right? I mean, we have Loki, myself, super high, you, Finn, kind of in the middle, McVenom, kind of at the low end. So what it does is it gives us multiple player perspectives. I mean, there's times before whenever you and I have changed our mind based on what something Infinity has said, or changed our mind based on something that that Loki said. And if we can change our own minds among players that way, I think that's important. And getting those kind of perspectives are super important whenever you want to make major changes to the game. Are they ever going to be perfect? Absolutely not. Are they still going to make mistakes? Absolutely. But as long as they can fix their mistakes, communicate their mistakes, communicate what's going on, I think that's what and they've done a great job with that in the last 2 weeks, right? Great. I mean, freaking standing job.
I have to give them an A+ on this communication. I think CG Carey has just been the bee's knees of this information. She's been outstanding. Question from Kilosiraptor. Question: how long is it taking you guys to complete Heroic Sith Raid? It's usually taking us about a day. Grande is taking you guys, 2 hours full clear?
For the Sith Raid?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did it. They did it super fast. I just get yelled at to go throw a team. They tell me whenever a phase is done, and I go throw a team in. That's pretty much what I've been. But yeah, I think they did it in under 2 hours. Last time I just go in and throw in a team, and I'm like, well, that wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. But hey, there's some damage.
Oh, monster, get over yourself. Shut up.
And not everybody is even. We have probably 10 guys posting zeros now. In the Sith Raid.
Hey, JV420. Bearded Fett says, does Grande want a chicken walker?
What's a chicken walker?
The ATST, that's what they call it, the chicken walker.
Oh yeah,
it's a nickname. But would you want it? Would you try to eat it?
I'd drive that sucker.
You see Grande in a chicken walker, Graham? Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus. I just got the mental image of that.
The Ewoks when Grande's and they're trying to drive and shooting like the good guys and stuff. I get to see him doing like from Family Guy. He's like, hey, Grande, what you got there? It's my new chicken walker. Like, hey, that's pretty cool. That's right. Watch this. Oh, hey there, little hummingbird. You're so sweet, peaceful. Ka-chow! Shoots it dead on. Tron-tacular question. When is Grande going to catch and subsequently deep fry me a chicken? P.S. I prefer parking lot chickens to those raised on a farm. Oh, yeah, it's more natural. It's true.
Yes, parking lot chicken is definitely the way to go.
I'm telling you, Grande, you could corner the market with the chicken industry.
Yeah, I sure could. I should do that. That should be like my new job.
All right, so now the questions are getting silly. So I think that's a good time to wrap it up. We did an hour here, so that's pretty much what we wanted to do. We wanted to break this down for you guys. Tell us what you guys think. Leave a comment below. Tell us what you think about all the information they've been putting out, all the changes, upcoming things that they want to do, and everything that we just went over and covered. Make sure you subscribe and give us a thumbs up, guys. It really helps the channel grow and helps us to be able to keep putting out the content that you guys love listening to and being a part of. So that just helps us keep going. You know, your support keeps us supported to keep putting out content. So if you like the content, then make sure you're subscribed so you know when we're getting out the latest content. Subscriber count matters, and so does get thumbs up. If you like what you're seeing, give us a thumbs up. That always makes a big difference, guys. So make sure you're supporting us in that way. Check us out for the Battlefront stream, which will be at 7 Eastern, I think, here. I have to look, but prepare. It's going to be coming soon, so be ready for that. We're going to hang out. It'll be me, Perv, and Vincelli, and whoever else wants to come hang out and play. We'll be doing Battlefront. Maybe Tits will come on. She says she's going to try to come on for a little bit, so that'll be fun. But check that out as well. And if you're listening to this afterwards, you can check us out on YouTube, or you can check us out off of the iTunes. You can download us as a podcast, and that's always a great way to listen to us as well. So on behalf of myself, Dr. Finn Medicine Woman who left us, the young and lovely Tits McVenom, Grande Frenchie Brown Gandalf Beardless One Patron, the Grim Reaper himself, and Xylo Takedown. Thanks to you for everybody for participating here. Get ready for our next stream, which will be Battlefront 2. Remember, tomorrow we have the lunch stream from 12 to 1. We'll do some more Battlefront in between that and the Goddess stream, we're calling it tomorrow night. I don't know. We'll figure it out once we get the name on. But it will be tomorrow night, just the ladies of Star Wars Galaxy Heroes doing their stream. Tonight we'll do Battlefront to the Nerf Herder stream. So you can watch us do Battlefront and have fun. We're going to be drinking, playing the game. And then we'll go right into the Nerf Herders, who will be drinking with Tits and Tills and good old Maurice and our good buddy Darth Bob, who I love. I love Darth Bob. He doesn't say much, but when he says something, it's a hoot. So check it all out. Stay tuned with us for more great content, and we will holler at you guys later. Peace.